Hi, this is my roommate Rose, and I'm going to be discussing with her a physical challenge that she currently has. So, Rose, when you exercise, what is a specific physical challenge that you have right now?
Okay, so a physical challenge that I have right now is training for a 10K. It's at the end of October, and I've been running every other day, every week, and anytime I get up to running the 6 miles, I hit a mental block, and I just kind of give out mentally before I give out physically. When I know I could go more, but I just have a weird mental block with it.
Okay, so I can see, based on what you're telling me, that running the 10K and fully finishing the 6 miles is something that you really want to achieve, and it's a goal that you have for yourself to accomplish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I've ran cross country before, in high school, and so I ran 5Ks and races, and I've trained running every day, so I know I can do it. And I ran 6 miles before, but that was way back in high school when I was training for it rigorously all the time. And so now when I run it, I just feel like I'm scared that I'm not going to be able to finish the race when it comes time, but I know I can, because I know what it feels like to finish 10K or finish 6 miles in a long run, and how it feels to finish a race. But yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I can see that you running cross country in high school has been something that's helped to motivate you now to sort of achieve that goal of finishing the 10K, because you know that you've done it in the past and that you can do it again now.
Mm-hmm. And because running it just has to do with your mentality and how mentally strong you are. And so I know, because it's been told to us so many times before, while I was in cross country, if you're having a mental block, the only way that you're really gonna get over your mental block is to run, because running just builds up your endurance and your stamina, and it just strengthens your mind as well as your body, because if you're I know if my mentality gives out before my body does, so it's over, I'm not going to be able to finish, because in my mind my body knows that I can run the 6 miles right now, because I know when I finish my 4 miles today,
Mm-hmm.
I feel I know I could have gone longer, I know my body would have been fine, but mentally I was just kind of another 2 miles I have to go, and then well, where am I gonna run around camp? I've already done my loop that I've already done, so do I do half of it? Do I do more? I'm already right by where the finish is and I can just do a cool down lap. And so mentally, if I start doing that towards the end, I know I'm gonna stop, but I know the only way for me to get over that is to just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
And once I break that, I know that it'll be easy for me, but I just haven't gotten there yet.
Okay, so based off of what you're saying, I can tell that it is a goal that you really do want to achieve, and what you're saying is something that you are motivated to do it. You just have that mental block that you can't figure out how to get past, but that you actually do want to overcome it.
Yeah.
So based off of that, what do you think are some other important reasons why you could want to run the 10K and complete it? Why else is running a good exercise for you?
Well, not only does it help mentally strengthen, but I'm actually prone to early onset osteoporosis, just because of some hormone stuff. But my doctor said that I to prevent that, I should be more physically active and like run and lift, and I really like to be physically active. Like I do run and I like to lift weights and like I like to rock climb and I like to go biking. So they all kind of benefit me physically, but in the long run, like I need them to benefit me physically. And it's like when I do different exercises, it helps me and I know it helps me and I enjoy doing them. So I needed to kind of like build up my bones and my muscles by doing all these other things so that like later on I can still be doing the things I want to do. But I like to take turns with what I do. Like I don't always run. Like I'm not always running training for a 10K. But like this is just something that I like to do and it benefits me. So like I want to train and I want to do it and I want to feel accomplished doing the 10K, because I could do a 5K, but I know I've done it before, so I want to do more because I need to like build myself up more.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then one last question is, what do you think could help benefit you with your running to reach your goal of running the full 6 miles and not giving out a little bit earlier than that?
I would say probably like doing it with someone. Like I've always been in sports that are very like team oriented, and I think I've never had a mental block with those kind of sports, but with running it's kind of like, because you train on, like I train on my own, so it's hard to push myself like without anybody else around. So like when I first started getting like training for running, the first couple runs I would go with friends, and so right off the bat like we ran 4 miles, and I had only been running like 1 to 2 miles, and I would like stop and like walk and then continue. But when I ran with 2 other of my friends, I ran 4 miles and we didn't stop, and it was a pretty good time. So I think that if I were to start running with friends, I feel like that definitely would push me to like finish, because I do like enjoy like companionship and like I don't know, it's just different when you have someone with you to like help push you too. Because I'm also competitive, so like if they're gonna do it, I know I'm gonna do it, and I think that's why I'm still gonna do the 10K, because I know like when you're in race mode, like people are going with you, like you're not by yourself, and like I want to finish before I don't want to be the last one. So I have people like I'm kind of like pushing myself with. So I think if I start training with friends, I think I'll be able to do it.
And that makes a lot of sense too, because I feel like motivation comes out when you're around a lot of people a lot. So cool. So I think basically from what I'm hearing is that you really want to run a 10K, but you're struggling a little bit to finish the full 6 miles, but that you have the motivation to actually finish the 6 miles because of your past experiences with cross country, but also how it makes you feel mentally, and then even like the competitive side of it, and not finishing last, but just like knowing that like you can keep pushing yourself. So I think that if you just continue to like have those goals and strive for finishing the full 6 miles, that you can